How's it guys, Munash here, and today we are back with more Abyss gameplay because I still have a few more videos to cover from part 4. And in this one we have Human Torch against Symbiote Supreme. Now what I'm doing here is probably the most important step for getting set up for this fight is that you need to remove the precision masteries. Anything that gives you a higher chance to crit needs to be gone. Because this is a very annoying fight in terms of his abyssal ability. Because basically what it does is whenever you crit, he's going to gain a charge. And when he reaches 20 charges, he's going to get a power flood. And then when he has the power flood, he's going to do 1270 direct damage to you per second. So basically at that point you just die. Unless you can power lock him. Which obviously Human Torch can't do. Magic would be able to counter him and just control the fight pretty well. But her damage just really isn't good for this. Because he's got about 5.8 million health. So yeah, it's still going to take her a few revives at least. And then you have Dr. Octopus, who on paper could work pretty well with his heavy attack spam cheese, because at least that does do some good damage, although I just don't know how that would actually go down, because I've never heard of anyone using Dark Arc for this fight, or really anyone with power lock, so yeah, I can't really give any numbers on that. But if you have Human Torch, then you might as well use him, since he is still a pretty good counter. You just have to remove precision, and also he works well on many other fights in Abyss. So I first did this fight when I did part 5 several months ago. It was my second part and I made the huge mistake of actually not removing the precision masteries. And that really costed me because yeah, I ended up using a lot more revives than I should have. Because a rank 5 Human Torch can do this fight in 1 revive if you play it right with decent luck. I did it in 2. I actually got him down to 55% in the first fight where I used the pre-fight ability. And then the second fight I got him down to 14% from that. And in the first fight I still had about 70 hits left when I went down. I just took some nullified damage when my health was low. And then in the second fight I had about 50 hits left when I dealt my 20th crit. So I'd also recommend healing up for this fight because you are going to be taking a significant amount of parry and or nullified damage. So I started the fight by playing it slow, you know, parry 1 hit or parry twice and then do 1 hit. Quite similar to the Morning Star fight, because I'm basically just ramping up Human Torch before I use up too many of my hits. So I only really want to start hitting him more when I've built a decent amount of smolders. And Symbiote Supreme having that slow passive power gain can make this fight somewhat easier because, you know, when he's low on power you can get him into the corner and then just start spamming heavy attacks. And being able to hit him multiple times in quick succession without him retaliating means you can quite easily stack multiple incinerates and then enter Nova form to do more damage. Now I also didn't quite play this fight as well as I could have. One thing I should have done is just practiced parrying his special 2 in a couple of duels, just so I can take less block damage. And I also wasn't really keeping an eye on his genetic potential, and I probably should have done that because at least then I would have been able to dex a bit more freely without taking any nullified damage when he does have 0 potential. Also, during the first fight he evaded and punished me, and then my health was quite low so I couldn't quite ramp up Human Torch the way I would have liked to. And this wasn't even halfway through the first fight, so then I had to start playing more aggressively and just start doing as much damage as I can before I get knocked out. But yeah man, Human Torch works pretty well for this fight as long as you remove precision. And that's all I have to say for this one. I hope you guys found it useful. Thank you for watching, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.